Welcome everybody. I'm Betsy McDonald. I'm subbing in for Denise Minter, the wondrous Denise. Just such a lovely, lovely teacher, and I'm just so honored to be here with you. And we're going to start out today with a reading, a short reading from Your True Home by Thich Nhat Hanh. It's just some short readings that you can do every day if you want. So if you want to make yourself comfortable, we will be doing some breathing after this, and then we'll um, stand up and do some movement. So this one is called Manifest Miracles. Concentration is the practice of happiness. There's no happiness without concentration. When you eat an orange, try to practice concentration. Eat it in such a way that pleasure, joy, and happiness are possible the whole time. You look at the orange and breathe it in such a way that it reveals itself as the miracle that it is. An orange is nothing less than a miracle. It's just like you. You are also a miracle of life. You are a manifest miracle. And so what we do in Qigong is concentrate. We concentrate on our bodies. We concentrate uh, on the moment and in the moment. And that's the movements are kind of the vehicle for doing that. So we're going to start today with some breathing, again in the tradition of Plum Village, Thich Nhat Hanh. This is from The Blooming of a Lotus. So just relax. Bring your mind into your body, smiling into your lungs, noticing this gift of breath. Your own particular special rhythm that your breath brings to your body, that your breath brings to this planet. So breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. Allow your mind to anchor to your lungs through the words in on the in breath and out on the out breath. Breathing in, my mind goes deep. Breathing out, my breath goes slow. Connecting your mind to your lungs through the words deep and slow. Welcome, welcome. We are breathing in the tradition of Thich Nhat Hanh to begin our practice today. On the in breath is deep. On the out breath, we think slow. Just relax and allow a relaxed breath, not manipulating it in any way. Breathing in, I calm my body and mind. Breathing out, I'm at ease. Calm, ease. Lengthening your spine. If you start to slouch a little, just notice your spine. As it lengthens, it allows our lungs to go deeper. Breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I release. Releasing any heavy, stuck energy down into the earth for her to compost. Our Mother Earth composts this energy and turns it into light energy for our bodies. Smile, release. Breathing in, I see myself as a flower. Breathing out, I feel fresh. Flower, fresh. Breathing in, I see myself as a beautiful tree. Breathing out, I feel well rooted into the earth. Tree, well rooted. Breathing in, I see myself as a mountain. Breathing out, I feel solid. Mountain, solid. Breathing in, I see myself as a still pond. Breathing out, reflecting all that is. Still pond, reflecting. Breathing in, I know this is a precious moment. Breathing out, I know this is a wonderful moment. Precious moment, wonderful moment. And in this moment, as we connect to the chi field of healing, from our center, from our hearts, we send our heart out in front of us, through our landscape, beyond the mountains, the oceans, and the horizon. And we invite in the beauty around us to come back into this practice with us, opening sacred space to all beauty that's around us. And we send our hearts out behind us, beyond the mountains, the oceans, the horizon. We invite in beauty from behind us. And we send our hearts out to the left, beyond the mountains and oceans and horizon, connecting with the oneness that we are with this planet. And we invite in the beauty to be with us here today in this practice. And we send out, expand our hearts out to the right, beyond the mountains and the oceans and the horizon. And we invite in all the beauty and all our helpers, all our teachers, and our ancestors to join us, coming into this practice today with us. And as I've learned from Denise, we invite in world leaders, politicians, all beings, human and otherwise, for this heart practice, where we open our hearts, where we deepen our compassion for ourselves, each other, and the world. And coming into our hearts and allowing our hearts to open deeply so that our intentions for this practice are manifested from the deepest places of our hearts. We hold our own intentions in love. We hold each other's intentions in love here this morning. We hold the intentions of Mother Earth, Source, Mystery, in love, and in our practice today. Allah. So we'll begin with a very simple sun salutation Qigong practice. So if you can stand, please feel free to do so. You can modify any way you need to. If you need to sit or lie down and just imagine what we're doing, that's perfectly fine. So just follow along. This is from a capacitar training that I took, so I'm not sure which Qigong tradition it is, but it's very simple. And sometimes if I don't take the time to do a longer practice in a day, I try to do this to greet the sun. So let's bring our hands to our hearts in this mudra of connecting mind, body, and heart. Relaxing, lengthening your spine, tucking your chin in. Feet can be a little bit apart or whatever you need for balance. Knees are soft, legs are straight. And I know some of us this is nighttime, but we can greet the moon. We can still greet the sun. It's out there. So let's bring our hands slowly up to our heads. Thumbs are still together. And then we reach up to the sky. And if it's okay for you, leaning back a little and opening your whole being to the sky, imagining or seeing blue sky and allowing the blue to come into your body, staying balanced. And gratitude to the sky and gratitude to the sun that warms us, that nourishes us. And then bringing hands a little closer together so they're right next to your ears. And now we're going to do a forward bend. So again, bending just what you can do. And if you need props, you can grab those. Hopefully they're nearby. We just bend slowly and we consider the day today, going through the day or the night. What will this bring for you? Opening to experiences, opening to intentions. When you get to a place that's where you're going to go with your bend, just relax and allow yourself to just hang, relaxing your neck, your shoulders, your legs, your hands, palms are facing the earth. And just feel this connection with Mother Earth, our strength, our groundedness, and our vulnerability. Being grateful to this planet for holding us to her. And scooping energy from the earth so the palms are facing up and bringing your hands up along your legs. Bringing this energy, this beautiful light energy up from the earth into our chest, to our heart, and then opening, opening in this position of strength and of vulnerability. And breathing and opening to the day. And bringing hands back in front of your chest. And we'll do that again. And this salutation will be to the past, to our ancestors, to yesterday. So we bring our hands up, opening up to the sky. Thank you for all that's come before. And then bringing hands toward each other and starting the bend. For everything that has gone before, we give thanks, no matter the challenges. We're on a journey, and just relax and allow yourself to sink into the earth, relaxing the neck, shoulders, arms, legs, allowing yourself to be cradled by Mother Earth. And then scooping this beautiful earth energy up along the insides of your legs, your belly, chest, and opening. Breathing, relaxing, trusting. And bringing hands back together in front of your chest. And we'll do one more. Bringing hands up, opening out to the sky in pure trust and gratitude for this moment, for nourishment, for beauty. And then bringing hands toward each other, palms are facing forward, noticing the human gates in our palms, the earth gates in our feet, our dantian behind our navel, our heart center, and Senji Palace in the center of our brain. We are beings of light and sound and vibration. And beginning, bending over, knees are soft. Paying attention to your body, whatever it needs to do this safely, with compassion. And surrendering to the earth. Relaxing your shoulders, your neck, palms facing Mother Earth. Human gates, earth gates connected.
to the Mother. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you for your beauty. Thank you for your gift of life. For all the elements that our bodies reflect within ourselves. We are the earth. Scooping up that precious energy, coming up our legs, all the way up to our chest and opening out to the day, to life, knowing we are held by the earth and the sky and each other. And bringing our hands back in front of our chests. Lengthening your spine, noticing, breathing. Bringing your palms to your navel, one on top of the other. In gratitude for this practice, for this day, for this evening, wherever you are on this planet. And then releasing your hands down so that they're next to your body. And whatever works for you, but bringing your feet together for lift chi up. Again, if your body needs them to be apart, that's perfectly fine. It's great. Actually, mine needs to be a little bit apart this morning. We're working with Mother Earth, so allowing her to, hold you in whatever way that your body needs to be held by the earth. Lengthening your spine, tucking your chin in, relaxing your shoulders. Let's bring them up and roll them once around to the back. So your arms are in position and keeping a little bit of space under your arms. Relax your tummy. Relax anything that it's not needed for standing. And again, you can modify this in any way you need to. Sitting, lying down, imagining. All of that is a beautiful practice. So we begin by turning our wrists so that our palms are facing the back, inviting in our ancestors and all that's come before us. And then turning our palms to face the earth, connecting our beautiful human gates to Mother Earth. Our feet, our earth gates are connected. And we push forward about 15 degrees, expanding down into the earth with our gratitude, our love, and then pulling back to each side, receiving. Allow yourself to receive the love from the earth. Push forward, expanding, loving. Pull back, receiving, opening. Push forward, expanding down into the earth. Tendrils of light, tendrils of love, and pull back, receiving tendrils of light and love. Noticing. Relaxing your wrists, palms are facing each other. Imagining this big ball of light between your palms. And allowing your arms to float up to about waist height with this ball of light. Turning your palms to face your navel, middle finger pointing toward navel. Pouring chi into Dantian. Relaxing. Turning palms to face the earth and reach out in front of you and around the horizon, all around you, touching into beauty all around you, expanding. And then palms are facing Mingmen in the lower back, gate of life. Gathering, into Dantian. And bringing hands up, middle fingers underneath the armpits, middle finger placed in Dabao, pouring chi into the center of our chest, into middle Dantian, relaxing your shoulders, imagining beauty and light and love pouring into your body, pouring into the center of our emotional energy body, pouring into our hearts. You don't have to know exactly where Dabao is to have that opening. And bringing our elbows back, palms facing forward and reaching out to the horizon in front of you at about eyebrow height, turning your palms toward your face, middle fingers facing third eye, yin tong, pouring chi into the center of our brain. And then opening our hands to each side. As we go, turning the wrists so that when our arms are stretched out, our palms are facing the earth, connecting once again to Mother Earth, expanding, and then turning your wrists to gather energy from the earth, bringing it up over the top of our heads, hands together and reaching further upward, lengthening, connecting earth and sky within us, and bringing hands down to the top of our heads, and then in front of our beautiful faces, and down to our hearts. And turning our fingers 3 times, blessing all that is around us, and reversing and receiving the blessings of the beauty and love all around us. This practice is all about expanding and gathering. And turning your fingers to point forward, reaching out in front of you toward the horizon, opening your hands slowly, one finger at a time, so that you're left with a triangle with your thumbs and forefingers. And then lift that triangle up to face the horizon and opening your hands just a little bit at shoulder height. Modify if you need to. And we're going to cup our hands a little bit because we're going to pull in chi. So lifting our shoulders, pulling in chi from the horizon into our bodies, and then go down with your shoulders. So you're bringing that chi in and push out, expanding. Pull chi into your body deep inside. Push, expanding. Pull healing energy down throughout your cells and push, expanding. Opening just a little bit, 45 degrees, and then closing. Open, close, open, close. Connecting with the horizon with your palms and bringing your hands around the horizon to each side. And again, cupping just a little bit. And this time you're going to bring your shoulder blades together to pull in the energy from the horizon. So bringing shoulder blades together and down, and then push out, expanding. Pulling chi in from each direction, down into your body, push, expanding. Gathering healing chi into every cell of your body. Push, expanding. And moving our hands upward and then back down to each side, connecting heaven and earth. Up, down, up, down. Scooping chi and bringing our hands up over the top of our heads, palms facing the top of our heads. And allowing chi to flow from the heavens, to flow from the universe, down into our bodies. And using our hands to direct this flow down to our head, in front of our face, blessing our bodies, our chest, all the way down to navel, middle fingers together with the nail beds touching, in navel, pouring chi into dantian. Relaxing, noticing. And tracing our fingers around each side, middle fingers together in Mingmen, pouring chi again into dantian. And bringing hands down the back of our legs. So we're bending our knees. Again, modify any way you need to. Down our legs. Hands come around on top of our feet. Stay balanced. Keep your eyes open to help with your balance. And then bringing your hips forward and down toward the front of your feet. And then back toward your heels. And then bringing hips upward. Forward and down, expanding into the earth, or imagining you're doing this. Backward, upward, forward, down, backward, upward. Scooping hands around to the sides of your feet and then into the inner legs. Middle finger is bringing chi up from the earth along the middle of your legs. And back up to dantian. Middle fingers together, pouring this beautiful, refreshing chi into your center of life force energy. It's a beautiful thing. And then relaxing your hands to each side. This would be a good time as we take a few moments to relax and let that integrate to, if you need a chair or something to help you stay balanced with this practice, feel free to grab that now. Check in with your body so you know what it needs. And bringing our hands up from the earth to each side, erecting our palms, connecting in again with the horizon, the beauty, the love all around us. And bringing our shoulder blades together and back, bringing chi into our bodies, push out, expanding, gathering healing chi. Thank you, thank you. Push, expanding out. Oh, we are part of this world. Pull healing chi into our bodies deep inside. Push, expanding. Bringing our palms forward 45 degrees and then back out to each side. Gathering, expanding, gathering, expanding. Connecting our palms with the horizon and bringing our hands around in front of us. Cupping our hands, pulling up our shoulders and gathering chi into our bodies. Push, expanding. Pull, gathering that healing beauty into our bodies. Push, expanding. Pull, beauty, love, light into our bodies. Push, expanding. Bringing hands up and back down. Connecting sky and earth through us. Sky and earth. And scooping beautiful light and bringing this up over the top of our heads, palms pointing down toward our heads, and imagining, noticing a waterfall of light, a waterfall of love cascading down through our bodies. and around our bodies, giving our energy bodies a beautiful shower of light, cleansing, clearing, polishing, and bringing our hands down toward the top of our head, middle fingers together at yin tong, pouring chi into the center of our brains, into Senji Palace, refreshing our brains. Tracing our fingers lightly around over the top of our eyebrows, the top of our ears, middle fingers together at Yudsen, right below that knob at the back of our heads, pouring chi once again into the center of our brain. And tracing our fingers down to third thoracic vertebrae or wherever you can go, and it'll be one middle finger on top of the other. Opening our hearts, our lungs, and then bringing our hands around over our shoulders and up our back, middle fingers together, wherever you can go. Tracing chi down our spines, middle fingers together at Ningmen, gate of life, pouring chi into Dantian. Relax. And tracing our fingers around lightly, middle fingers together at navel, pouring chi into Dantian. And tracing our middle fingers down as we bend our knees, coming down our legs, all the way down to our feet if you can. Palms on feet, connecting our human gates, our earth gates, bringing hips forward and down, backward and upward, pumping chi, forward and down, backward up, forward down, backward up. And tracing our hands, coming around to the middle of our foot, and then going outward like a figure 8 into the back of our legs, and tracing chi up the back of our legs, all the way up to Mingmen. Once again, refreshing our center of life force. It's a beautiful thing. Tracing our fingers around to navel, pouring chi into Dantian. And allowing our hands to come to each side. And we come to the final sequence. So gathering chi from the earth, we bring our hands up into the sky. And turning our palms to face the top of our heads. Bringing chi, bringing energy down into our heads and then next to our ears. And turning palms to face outward, right at our chest. Starting with the right hand, pushing the right hand out toward the horizon, and then turning palm to face the left. And moving our arm around at 90 degrees, you're placing your thumb on Zongkui, which is the middle of the middle finger. With this mudra, you continue moving around behind your shoulder, and then over your shoulder, placing that middle finger on Chi-Fu, right under your collarbone. Pushing left hand out, turning palm to face the right, and moving your hand around 90 degrees, thumb placed on Zongkui. Continue around, don't worry if it's right or wrong. Over the shoulder, middle finger on Chi-Fu. Now as we breathe in, we're going to be pressing down, and as we exhale, we're going to be just relaxing, so there's no pressing going on. So breathing in, and exhaling through your nose, releasing the press. Breathe in, and release. Breathe in and release. And opening up your palms and turning palms to create a lotus palm right underneath your chin. Imagining this beautiful lotus glowing its light, glowing its energy, its love, its beauty up to your head, surrounding your senji. And we smile back at the lotus. Bringing hands together and down in front of your heart. Turning your fingers 3 times one direction. Blessing all that's around us, our beloved ones, our beloved landscape, and reversing and allow the love to permeate your being. Ah. Bringing hands up over the top of our heads, hands are together, and we open our fingers one at a time to form a triangle with our forefinger and thumbs. Imagining the sun within this triangle, this star that gives us light, warmth, food, growth. Thank you, thank you. And then opening our hands out to each side, and when they come to shoulder height, palms upward and coming in, middle fingers pointing toward yin tongue, middle of your eyebrows, pouring chi into the center of our brain. And then bringing hands down toward our underarms, middle finger, visiting again this middle dantian, pouring chi into the center of our chest. Palms facing upward and out toward the back. And then bringing hands around, turning palms to face forward. Noticing the light all around us. And bringing this light in. In toward our navel. One palm on top of the other. Grounding, centering at the center of this life force of our form here on this earth. Relaxing, noticing, breathing. Holding your mind in your body and noticing the fresh chi, the fresh energy. Smiling into your body. Imagining every cell of your body refreshed, renewed, strengthened. All those healthy cells. And then relaxing your hands down to your side and moving your body freely. Let's go ahead and just move our body softly, gently, allowing this practice to integrate. Let's tap our bellies a little, our kidneys, gently, gently, gently. Tapping our chest. Tapping our shoulders and behind our shoulders, allowing this to keep flowing. All the meridians, relaxing the muscles, and tapping our heads, gently, gently, gently. And then relaxing our arms downward, lengthening our spines, tucking our chin in, rolling our shoulder once up and around to the back. I'll take a moment to do just a little bit of standing meditation, but if you need to sit down, feel free to do so. So we'll bring our hands over our navel, just kind of creating this, kind of like a heart over our dantian. Let's bring our feet apart a little. And if it's good for you, bending your knees, tailbone toward the earth, relaxing shoulders. The weight of your body is toward the back of your feet. And imagining a beautiful ball of light halfway in your body at navel and halfway out in this ball that you've created with your hands, with your human gates. And if your mind wanders, just bring it back to the weight, your body weight toward the back of your feet, lengthening the spine, tailbone toward the earth, and then back to your ball of light. Allowing your breathing to be natural and full. Feeling your belly expand with each inhale. Resting when you need to, adjusting, lengthening spine, tucking chin in. Awareness on the ball of light within and between your hands. The concentration that our opening reading was talking about. Being able to savor this moment. Tailbone toward the earth, lengthen spine. Breathe, relax. If you find yourself rocking a little bit like I'm doing, again, feel your feet on the earth. Bring a co-creation of balance with Mother Earth into your being. So find out where you and she are well balanced. You might have to move your feet in or out a little. Find where the weight of your body needs to be. Ooh. This is a good meditation within itself to work with the earth on your balance. Now imagine that ball of light all the way in your dantian. Refreshed, renewed. This beautiful ball of light at this energy center. Maybe glowing like sunlight. And slowly, gently straightening your legs. You can bring them to a comfortable place and bringing one palm on top of the other onto navel. Smiling into Dantian. And bringing your awareness up to your heart. Smiling into this middle Dantian, the energy center of our emotional energy body. And imagining it glowing like the sun, maybe some reddish or pinkish in there. And then bringing our awareness up to our Senji Palace in the center of our brain, this upper Dantian. Imagining this beautiful glowing, might be white like moonlight, or you might see another color. Honoring these energy centers. And allowing our hands to come to our sides. And bringing our hands up in front of our hearts and bowing to each other in gratitude for joining in this chi field of healing. And we're grateful for Source, from the sky and from the earth and from the beauty all around us. And may our practice be of benefit to ourselves, to each other, and to this beautiful planet we call home. How la.